Her title, The Voice Behind the Walls. When Lila moved into the old townhouse on Wintry Street, she thought it was a fresh start. It was cheap, surprisingly spacious, and close to her new job. The landlord, a gray-faced man who smelled like dust and old paper, had only one rule: never answer if someone calls from the walls. Lila thought he was joking. The first night was uneventful, aside from the creaking wood and occasional groan of old plumbing. But on the third night, as she lay in bed, she heard it. A whisper faint from inside the wall. Lila. She sat up, heart racing. The voice was smooth, like velvet soaked in honey, but wrong somehow, as if it were mimicking someone she once knew. She pressed her ear to the wall. Lila, please. I'm trapped. She backed away. The voice didn't come again that night. Over the next few days, it got worse. The whispers came more often. Soft pleas for help, sometimes laughter, sometimes sobbing. Always from the walls. She stopped sleeping. When she called the landlord, he simply repeated, "Don't speak to it. If you do, it learns you." Lila tried to ignore it. But one night, after a long day at work and 3 nights without rest, she broke. She screamed at the wall, "What do you want?" The whisper stopped. The silence was heavier than the voice had ever been. That night, she woke up to the sound of scratching behind the walls, not mice. Fingers. They moved through the drywall like they knew the shape of her room, stopping wherever she stood. She moved to the kitchen. Scratching followed. The bathroom. It followed. When she returned to her bedroom, her closet door was open. She hadn't opened it. Inside, carved into the back of the closet wall, was a message. "Now I know where you sleep." She fled that night. The landlord never answered his phone again. When she returned days later with the police, the house was empty. But in the closet, beneath fresh paint, they found scratches. A dozen names gouged into the wall. Lila's was the newest, and beneath it, barely visible. Still listening. Would you like another horror story? Or one with a